Terry Pike with a 2006 Suzuki Forenza 2.0 liter engine. We're putting this back together. If you may follow the videos you've seen that we had some bent valves because of a timing belt broke. Right now we got the intake manifold, we got the throttle body. I was looking to put this on tonight and I didn't think it was going to be that much cleaning. And I've got the mating surface here for the where the gasket's going to go. But I decided I'd go ahead and I'll take this here throttle body off and just look at it, and it is really dirty down in there. So I've decided that I'm just going to let this thing soak overnight. I'm going to throw it some mineral spirits. So I've already got a gasket for it, got a head gasket set, so it turns out I do have the throttle body gasket. In my case, what I'm going to do, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to take off these, there's 10 nuts, alright, they're 10 millimeter. You'll see them, there is. If you look right there, they're mounted on studs. One there, there, and there. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just pull this thing off. And I'm going to just set it off to the side here. Just to give you a shot down in there. You can see that it looks pretty cruddy down in there. So I'm going to let this thing soak. Okay. Also, here's your map sensor. Okay. This here is a E10, and also I'm going to take it out because you do not want this any kind of electronic components to be soaking in there, so I'm going to take this off. So just go ahead and we'll take him out. Okay. And then what you want to do is just kind of lift it up. There's a little grommet underneath here. Okay. Now you can get a shot to see what that looks like. I don't believe I had this. Looks pretty good though. What you want to do is you do not want to spray any solvent. Don't put anything down in here. I mean, you could take this off, you could clean it up, you could wipe it off, but don't even blow any air or anything. Just kind of wipe it off, put your grommet back on, and you'll be good to go. Okay. Also, anything that's rubber, I'm going to take off. So let me go ahead and try to get this hose off of here. Let's see. Yeah, he is way over there. So let me slide him back. Okay. See if we can twist him off. There's no problem. Take a notice of how this is. See, it's routed like this. It's coming up through here. Okay. So that's how it comes off. Okay. Now I'm looking it over. See if I see anything else on here that I want to take off. Alright, everything looks good. Now what you want to focus on, of course, you need to clean. I got the gasket on here. Just take him on off. Let the solvent get up in there, work on it. Okay. So you want to make sure this is good. Also, when you get through, you want to make sure that your bores here for you, where your injectors are going to go, you want to make sure they're cleaned up good. Okay. You also, like I said, you want to make sure this is clean, and I've already done a pretty good job on that already. Alright. Okay. If you remember, this is the back of the intake manifold. Remember, this is under the bottom of the car on the passenger side where I was underneath. This here's where the PCM grounds go. This here was for a bracket, and I just left those in there. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the throttle body. Okay. Now this is probably another reason why maybe you want to go ahead and just take this off, because it's very difficult, trying to hold this open and trying to spray, and then the spray is going to come all down in here, loosen it up and gunk and everything, and then it could get blowed up and sucked down in the engine. So that's why I'm just going to go ahead and let this thing soak overnight. Now there's a good chance now you can go ahead and you can clean this up. Alright. Carburetor spray, brake clean, that'll do a good job. Be careful when you spray it, just kind of keep it right in here. You put it on the throttle valve. Okay, the motor assembly itself, don't be spraying anything, don't be trying to go and spray stuff down inside of here. Obviously this is electrical, you don't want to get anything down in there. Also, probably when you're going to do it, if you look, if you could spray there, see, then some of this here fluid could come down and come down inside this assembly. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what is exactly in here. Same thing holds true over here. Now this may be just a gear train for it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it up like this, and I'm going to spray. That way I don't make sure none of this here solvent is going to go down this direction, and also not that way. So in other words, I don't want to be putting it up like that and spray and then let everything just seep right on down and just come on down in this assembly. Same as there. So when you do it, make sure that this right here is horizontal. Okay, and other than that, I think we'll be okay. And of course, you can clean the other side over here too. I did a little bit of cleaning. And then when I opened it up and I looked down in there and I said, holy moly, let me do a little bit of cleaning on this. So this, of course, I'm not going to dump down into the solvent. This is just going to be a manual cleaning, just like I explained. But everything else on this intake manifold looks like it's off. So I'm just going to dunk it in there, let it sit overnight, and let the magic take care of it, you know. So, because I hate to manually scrub something if you can just let it sit for a little bit and just let it do the work. And then we'll come back later. And Mineral Spirits does a really great job of loosening up carbon. It'll clean it up. It'll make this stuff look just like that. And same down in there. It'll break that up. And then we can just pour all this stuff out. Okay, so that's it for right now. So next shot, we'll be putting this back on and try to get the exhaust manifold on, and then we'll make a video out of that. And then on the next one, we'll actually put the front of the engine together, getting the idlers on, you know, getting the tensioner on, getting the water pump back on, getting the camshafts back in time, and getting this belt on there and getting the tension. And of course, then we have the coolant hoses and then the electrical connections. But it's getting close. Okay, so we'll talk to you later on it. All right, see you later.